Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles. Deposit with convenient payment options. Cool mini games. And 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We're going to be going into our second map of this best of 3 series. Boot took the first one 16-11, although the scoreline seems fairly misleading now when you realise how much they dominated that first half. A 13-2 first half on the CT side, really strutting their stuff all the way through. Just took them a little while to close things out in the end as Beyond made a fairly decent comeback. Either way, we are going to be going into our second map, the choice of Beyond, and we'll see if they can turn things around. Now, the last time they played this match, although a little while ago, it was won by Beyond. So we can see if they can recreate some of that magic. Either way, we are into our pistol round. T-side start for Beyond, and we have seen some stronger T-sides of this map as of recent. Already, we're going to have Bulbasaur sat in the corner, and actually a strong setup over towards this B side for the CT side, with more of a retake strategy over here on A, just leaving impression. His basic job is to get a pick, and then the rest of the team will rotate in, and they'll look to try and drag things back. The way for now. Waiting patiently as the T's do look to gather in towards this A site. Impression is there a set spamming shots through, but isn't going to find anything. And it's just going to end up as a 5v5 retake. This is something I've been seeing quite a lot recently, so I'll be interested to see if Boot are going to be able to pull it off. And actually, there you go. That peek from Tor may actually be the difference maker there. One kill comes in. Smoke going to be going down in towards main. They've still got the kit onto Impression as well, so they can just rotate this one in. Already looking to do the damage as Bankai finds another. Genius's spot is going to be completely useless here. I've always hated defense from the door. And although they have a kit, they're actually... Okay, eventually they'll give it over. But it is going to be the pistol round. Nice retake from them in the end. And, well, Boot are going to take the pistol in the end. Now, what I will say is the bomb going down is definitely going to help Beyond in the future rounds. I highly doubt they'll buy into this one here. Only getting one kill, haven't built up any real extra cash. Well, they're actually just going to take a full eco by the looks of things. Not even a smoke. Nothing invested into this round whatsoever. Chance. Well, I say a chance. It's somewhat a necessity for this CT side to make themselves a little bit of money. Bulbasaur. Oh, I think he's going to be caught here. I think he's going to get absolutely ruined. A lot of it's going to come down onto Bankai, but I don't think you'd want anyone else. He had an excellent first map, and, well, as long as they don't lose anybody else. Oh, they bamboozled them. I didn't even see that one coming. I missed that completely. I was just like, they're going to push in towards the B site. They're all going to die, whatever. And then P-Rat's just like, well, Tom, I was on A with the bomb. You should have been paying attention because you've just been bamboozled. And, well, that is the plan. That is the money. Beyond successful round in my eyes. Now they can come in with a, what I will call a big boy buy. They've got themselves pretty much everything they desire. No AWP onto Tor just yet, although I believe they could have got one if they really desired it. Ramrod, that is actually me. That's actually me. I look just like that. All bald people are the same. We just pretend to be different so that you don't think that, well, basically so you don't get jealous of just one man's talents. Tor, though. Spray through the smoke is going to take down Bankai. He's a man who's been a menace for them so far. But as of right now, not so much. He is deaded. A bit like chicken when it's breaded. He's deaded. Clearly a word. Gonna go for further aggression. Still 2 players around this spot, so has to be pretty careful here. Looking to try and probe back in towards the B site, but Could fairly easily be traded out. But they haven't spotted him at all. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This is bad for the CT side. Goodbye, 2 bullies all that's needed. And yeah, Tor has pretty much tore them apart. It has to be said, it's the worst pun, but I'm using it either way. As now the T side can just go rotating all the way back. And the CT's trying to save, but I say trying. Because look where P-Retch is. He was here last round. He's here again. Nice shot by Splash, I think. Didn't actually see it. There's actually... retrieve himself a rifle. Already, we will see P-Retch go down, but Genius is there to trade, and that's more than valuable. Can they remove this final kill onto Splash? Now, the T side, they don't really want to overextend here. They want to make some money for themselves. It does look like they're still somewhat hunting this. How far will they go? Doesn't look like much at all. Just going to hold on to what they've got. It will be at least Splash to save himself that one rifle. And in terms of the CTs, I could see the temptation here to buy. And they are going to do it. They're going to try and break back. I love you too, Porksy. Not the worst, though. Actually, it's not that bad at all. It's only going to be the Bulbasaur. He's got an MP9. That's not ideal. Although, the Shredder can be beastly. Okay. I don't know if he meant to jump there. That looked a bit dicey, but... hey-ho. Too early in the morning. Me, it is currently 3 PM. But, yeah, sure. What time is it for you? How much do you make? That's $1 million. There you go. Bobo. Actually, just a bit of a sort of bait and switch there, as he will give Benkai that opening kill. And that's brilliant for the CT side, because that was the one disadvantage, having the one player on the SMG. They can quite easily upgrade it. They're playing fairly safe. Don't want to overextend in this scenario. T side, in the meantime, going to go fighting in towards middle, where there are still a couple of players. Impression alongside Splash. Middle always a very highly contested portion of this map, just because of the ability to split onto either side. I suppose that's normally fairly obvious because it is in the middle. If it didn't split onto either side, then it'd be a bit weird. Molotov's actually going to be thrown in. They haven't yet cleared that back box. Nade will go in and remove some HP onto Bulbasaur. The more interesting player is Benkai and the Vent, though, which they still haven't cleared that either. Further utility being expended. STK going to push out and will find himself one, but they're not going to expect this Vent position. It's still only a trade, though. But Benkai pushes out and find another. Turns it back. P-Retch now alone as the bomb has gone down on the other side of the map. He tries this play once again. He tries to be a little bit sneaky. He is going to manage to get the bomb plant, but he won't get the kill. Bomb plant, however, will help out the T side significantly. Pistols being juggled for a long time. It's a beautiful show, but not quite what we wanted to see. We want to see weaponry, really, but the T side are going to be able to buy into the next round anyway. An extra 1900. A few of the players will be a little bit low on utility, and Nade will do a bit of damage, but not anything to write home about. We'll see if Beyond can do some damage here. We know how powerful these pistols are. The CZs and the Deagle are pretty beastly, and hello, there's 2 kills. One will be traded back, and Tommy gets a second as well. That's an important double. That's actually a low player in the form of BB. Oh, he's just going to mow them down. That is beautiful from Tommy. He's even going to get back up. That's brilliant. He went down onto the boost and then jumped back up again. Will eventually be killed by Tor, but Tommy single-handedly saves them in that round. The one thing that's a bit more difficult, though, for the CT side, they don't make any real money there. T's are going to be brought back up here. And the CT side, as I said, they don't have a huge amount of cash. So that CZ purchase was definitely worth it for them. They have a chance to reset boot early on. Power boot that. That really was a bad joke, but I'm sticking with it. However, this is where they kind of want to do the damage. They don't want to allow boot to continue to win these rounds. Especially, as said, that we've seen a lot of stronger T-sides coming out of this map recently. Molotov gives P-Rat a chance. Actually find anything. Here we go, genius. That's the opening pick. Finds the kill in towards middle. They've still got 50 seconds left on the clock to make their move, and we're going to see a little bit of re-aggression here. The flashbang in doesn't actually catch anyone, and CB will have a very easy kill for himself and leave one man. Make that no man. As the CT side are now forced once again into a save situation. And fact is, they probably won't be able to get a buy in the next round anyway. They might go for it just because their cash is going to be so minimal. Zombies does deserve more than $1 a match. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think I'm slightly more than... Well, I was going to say more than minimum wage, but $1 is not minimum wage. So I'm glad you think I'm worth more than almost a sandwich. A cheap sandwich. A map. Thank you for that. I really appreciate it. Match even. Match. That's best of 3. Nice. About 33 cents a map. I'm clearly very valuable. Either way, the remaining 2 CT players will be able to hold on to their weaponry, and Beyond aren't actually going to go hunting. They'll keep the 5 players alive, which is perfectly fine by me. Make sure they build up their own economy. Then now I'll be interested to see what the CTs actually do. From my perspective, they might as well go for a buy here, because a couple of players are going to have next to no cash anyway. They'll still get 3 rifles, and yeah, they will. A chance to put the hurt onto Beyond, although they will still have enough money to buy into the next round. Not a perfect buy, maybe a Galil or 2 in there, or some SMGs, but it will be a buy. Fighting your WWE Championship. If you have one, then sure. Do you even read chat? No, I don't. It's a 2-minute delay, so I read it, but just very, very late. Either way. Minute 10 left on the clock. Now, Beyond, I feel like their best point of contention is middle at the moment. We haven't seen a particularly good defense of it, and that was very good timing. Thank you for that, CBBK. Or Kabuk. He finds the opener onto mid, and now Benkai is going to try and rotate in. He has been pretty good so far, and he died once. I have a feeling that might be about to change. I'm just hitting the timings every time this round. CT's now left with a 2-man disadvantage already. They have presence in towards the vent. It looks like they're rotating over towards this B site. But there are a couple of players from the CT side. Still an opportunity at least. Tommy in the corner. Just going to be waiting. Oh, I like it. It's a bait. The incendiary to try and fool them, and it will work. Already finding a couple of kills, but it won't quite be enough. An impression. I'm sorry, buddy. You're on the wrong side of the map. You may be able to catch out one, though, although the footsteps are definitely going to be heard. And P-Ratch will put him down. I feel like P-Ratch just lives at Squeaky. It's just his home. I've come close to calling him P-Rat quite a few times. Which is, I would say quite a bad insult if I was to call someone a P-Rat. Here we go, though. 4-3. Beyond already starting to bring this back. And, well, this round should be fairly clean for them. They've already started to make some cash over on the T side. Genius. Takes him a few taps, but he will eventually get there. Oh, that's a nice shot. We'll remove Tommy's head completely. I haven't actually spotted Splash, but yeah, I felt that one coming. Have I seen National Student Esports? No, I haven't. Is it worth watching? That's what I will ask you. I will take your humble opinion on it. Also, where can I watch it? I haven't been a student for a few years now, so unfortunately I cannot partake, and also I suck, so that's another reason. Either way, 4-4. Scoreline equalised, but now the CTs have themselves a bye once again. As said, their main problem has been middle. They've been struggling with the men in the middle. And by the looks of it, they're trying to change their ways. They have got a couple of players now in towards this position. I'd actually quite like to see what would happen if they just abandoned it. I feel like you sort of need an AWP playing towards quad for that to work. You're welcome, Cade. It is my job to cast it, so... I'm not just doing it out of the kindness of my own heart. I won't try and sell that to you, but... I enjoy it nonetheless. Impression. Take control of A main. Minute left on the clock, and... well, they are definitely changing up their strategy in this round. Abandoning mid and really pushing in towards the A main spot. Now, they're worried about P-Ratch because he has been playing almost every single round over towards Squeaky. And to be fair, they're not really wrong. He is around that angle once again. Bomb's going to be boosted into middle where they're pushing, and the crossfire, although a good idea, doesn't work at all. It's left onto Impression to try and save them here, and he's very much worried about the potential of a flank. Now, the fight over towards Car is not one that they need to fight at all. However, Genius is going to fight it, and he is going to win. And one by one, we're seeing the CT side fall apart, as Beyond will now take themselves the lead. Are you going to be present at ESL New York? No, I don't think so. I won't be there as talent, so I'm probably not just going to fly out to New York. I will be at the major, though, in my hometown, London town. Looking forward to that. Either way, once again, we're just going to have some pistols here. They attempted something with the grenades early in the round, but as you can see by the amount of damage done, it really wasn't too much. I think they had a few and only did 5 damage total. Benkai, already going to be taking a little bit of damage. He started very strong, but last few rounds they have dwindled significantly. And again, I think it just comes down to middle control. They tried just abandoning it in the previous round, but I think if they get an AWP over towards quad, then things will work a little bit different. The cool community. Okay. Benkai. Not actually going to find the kill, but he will take the AWP. Has the Kevlar as well, and finds another. This could be dangerous for Beyond. There's only 2 players left on their side of things. Okay, there's only 1 man on the other side with Kevlar. I'm hoping Benkai will give that CZ to somebody else. But by the looks of things, he's just going to send them in to run into the blender instead. Maybe want to just hold it into the next round just in case. Isn't quite a believer in his team in this round. Want the option to be able to exit. Already they're doing a lot of damage, and there come both kills within seconds. Great work from Boot to steal a round away. And they are going to be in the 5-5 scoreline once again. Okay, so what was I reading? It's a cool community. Look at the Reddit post about passing your A-levels yesterday. It seems like a cool concept to bring esports fans together in the UK. Yeah, I would love for UK esports to grow. In all honesty, like I think the World Cup just showed. Obviously, the World Cup is an extreme example because football is much further developed. But just when the England fans, even when we got like remotely excited about something, the whole nation came together. So I'd love like the UK to have an esports team to rally around. I was there at DreamHack London where there was a UK team, like Easy Skins, and it was just cool. It was cool to have a team to support. Because at the moment, it seems like people are supporting just Smooya, which, it's great. Don't get me wrong, I like Smooya, but like it'd be nice to have a full team. Where in London are you from? I'm fairly near Stratford. Either way, enough about me. Enough about CS. Or, no, not enough. There, UK CS. Not enough about CS, Tom. That's kind of your job. But, we are going to be back into the rounds. T-side looking to challenge middle once again. And this time there's a much heavier defense of it. 3 players, in fact, ready and waiting. And this switch-up seems to be working wonderfully for the CT side. Already down to just 2 men left. Guess what? P-Ratch was over towards that squeaky spot. Whoever would have guessed? And, oh, hello, that's Thor. Right in the face of Ben Kai. 3 kills for him in this round, and he stepped up once again, moving to the top of the board. 13-4 at the moment. I would say for the London Major, it's definitely worth. If you can get tickets now, I would 100% go. I've been to ECS the first season. It was great. I think a major in London run by Face It will be excellent. I think it'll be truly excellent. So I'm very excited by that. The guys at Face It are very good at their jobs. I think they'll have a real show for you guys. So yeah, I'm not gonna miss that. Either way, T-side still have themselves a buy, although their economy is starting to dwindle a little bit. They'll get 2,400 into the next round. That should be enough for a buy anyway. The fact is, Boot with 6 rounds already. Not a bad start. They've now got their man Splash onto the AWP. But it will be P-Ratch to actually take down his teammate. Gonna look to try and push into A main a little bit instead, but by the looks of things, the T side are opting further towards B. Break the vent. That should have been heard. The T side should more than know that they're going to be here. I'm liking the delayed smoke though. That was held quite late. It will mean that the T's are going to be down to that 30-second marker by the time they actually go to execute. And look at how much utility they still have. There's an incendiary there as well from Bulbasaur. Already, Ben K is going to find one around the vent. Then the incendiary goes down to slow them a little bit further. They've got another incendiary as well to slow them a little bit more. They really are just burning down the clock to a literal extent. They haven't managed to clear these remaining players. P-Ratch is going to be rotating in. But he does find the kill, and that's an important kill to find. Now it's left all onto Bulbasaur to do absolutely everything. He gets himself one, but that'll be all. The remaining CT players don't have any utility left to stop this. And the big thing would have been if they could have stopped STK from crossing. Now things become far, far more difficult. By the looks of things, they're going to try and flash Tommy in here. He will make it onto the site. Already damage done, and he's left all alone. Hits the dink. Unfortunately, STK is just that little bit too strong, but he gets the kill eventually. Finds one onto Tor. Has to switch to his pistol. His opponent's already low, but he's got one more man to find. The problem is, though, the bomb actually not planted for the remaining player, who has to just come running back in. P-Ratch going for the push, but look away from Tommy. He will be clocked in the head. Bulgaria is probably feeling the same way about Soak. I feel like that you have a couple of like other teams that have at least like done all right. Like whereas the UK is sort of like there's a few teams, but they just haven't really achieved anything. Who is it who got second at the European Zotac? The Bulgarian team. My mind has just completely gone blank, but. Six and 6. TT side with a bare bones buy. Did well with all the utility in the last round, but still didn't manage to win it now. They don't have even that. Gonna try and use Ben Kai as their hero here. They'll be able to find an opener and escape. That's the more important thing here. And even get a second. This guy is a tank. 16 and 5 at the moment. Bulbasaur even catches the aggression of Tor on the other side of the map, and I feel like this team really owes a solace over to Ben Kai at the moment. To be doing this well on the CT side is impressive. Guess what? P-Ratch is in Squeaky again. And while the T side are going to lose a 7th round. The 4-round streak seems quite a long time ago. And they're just going to go for some pistols in this one. They are. They're going to save for the final round of the half. So the chances are Boot are actually going to get away with a CT-sided victory, which I would say puts them in a good stead, but at the same time, I was very confident in them after winning 13-2, and they almost threw away Mirage. So I'll be interested to see if they've just got a weak T side overall, or if it was just a poor showing on the T side of that map. It's very easy to get complacent when you're winning 13-2 and just sort of throw away, well, not even a victory, just throw away like a lot of rounds when you know you're still going to win. Nice shot from Tor. Now this round isn't easy by any stretch of the imagination. Ability going to be thrown out. Now Tommy up above should be enough to close down any sort of push. Genius is, if he jumps up here, he's dead. Yeah, there you go. Now the remaining T's still looking to try and probe over towards the other side of the map. Tor is actually going to sneak around the edge of that smoke. Or I don't think he quite got the time in there, but he's going to go pushing back in. He did very well last time. They're not going to fall for that one again. Now P-Ratch, he's out of his natural habitat. I'm not sure he's going to know how to play if he's not in towards that squeaky spot. Shot though, he will be able to find one. That does actually leave a bit of an opening over towards the A site. Got 30 seconds. Tommy actually not going to be rotating in, so this should be a bomb. Oh, look where he's going. He's home. P-Ratch through Squeaky. He's going to be able to get a bomb plant here. Now, Tommy, at this point, he's waited long enough that he should just wait for his teammate. Nade will do a little bit of damage. P-Ratch has a chance to actually turn this into a 1 versus 1. Not something that the CT side want to give away at all. And actually, they're going to pick this together. I like this. Double up. P-Ratch will be spotted, and he should have absolutely no hope here. Somehow, he actually finds the kill. I don't know how this has even come this close, and he got the dink as well. It's still going to be the round the way of boot, so all in all, it doesn't make that much of a difference, but that was way too close for comfort. 8-6. T-side going to have a comfortable buy into this final round of the half. They can't even get an AWP in if they so desire. Not going to go for it, just sticking with the AKs. I wonder if they'll maybe pick up the pace a little bit here. Already. Having Splash onto that AWP once again. He's been very quiet in this map. He was an absolute star on Mirage, but it is going to be that fast play. First kill coming in, but actually, Ben Kai once again, a superstar of this map. And, well, just a superstar in general. 20-6 at the moment. He's managed to hold down this site. Had a little bit of help from, well, Bulbasaur and his good old friendly Splash. And it's going to be 9-6 CT side. Not bad at all from Boot. I would say they're going to be feeling fairly confident. Flash versus MVP. I think I was like, let's put it this way. The way that this works is everything's being run by the Asian side of things. So they may say something to the guys at StarLadder, who will say something to me, but a lot of the time that doesn't seem to be true. So this should just start like maybe 15 to 20 minutes after everything is set up. However, I don't think they're going to wait too long for the time, because from what I believe, it was meant to start fairly soon anyway, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it was meant to start in 30 minutes anyway. So it should be coming up pretty much straight after this. Either way, into the pistol. Quick push towards the B site. There's plenty of defenders here. And while this is going to be very difficult for the T's to get away with, P-Ratch just doing work. Genius there with him. And while this is one of the most comfortable pistol rounds I've seen in a long time. 9-7. Absolutely nothing achieved by Boot. And they are likely to come back in with a force just afterwards. Deagles. Again, Boot seem to be a team that are fairly confident with their use of utility. I'll say Billy Tay, like, putting things in capital locks doesn't make me read it. Just for the record. Either that or you just cap locks got stuck and just friendly reminder that you can take it off. Tommy will already be able to find one. B-side, as said, they're saving a little bit of money here. Looking to try and do some damage. Deagle's pushing into the B-side. It's going to be fairly difficult. Impression spots his opponent, but won't be able to do anything with it. Second man in towards the corner as well is going to be able to overwhelm him. Rotation now beginning to come in, and the T's are going to make their push on towards this site. Already, Oversoul goes down. One by one they fall. And there's a sneaky Benkai. Even he can't do anything here. 9-8. Now, not really much. Invested into this round. Just a few more Deagles. They're actually spending a lot of the extra money that they had that seemed to be saved for utility. Tommy will be able to get one with a grenade, which, hey, that's not bad. Come on, Splash will try something, but it is going to be 9-9. Bit of money made as well from Beyond to start off their CT side. Yeah, well, obviously if this goes to a third map, then we will just be, I imagine, delaying the other game. I love you too, Judas. Here we go, though. CT side, keeping an MP9, but buying up an AWP. Already a lot of early damage done. This genius to double down. Had a lot of help from CBBK. Meantime, though, they are going to look to go pushing in towards P-Ratch. He's the only defender of this A site at the moment, though the long rotation is coming in from STK. Smoke's already going to be going down, but actually there's a bit of a gap in it. P-Ratch in the corner. Finds himself one, looks for more, but will be traded out. Still a man on the site that they have to deal with. STK is going to fall as well, and the T's have at least got themselves into a 2v2 situation. Spray from Benkai will do damage. His teammate Splash is very low indeed. Spots out one onto Genius and leaves it all onto Tor, who will actually put him down. Now Splash is incredibly low, but he takes the fight. A risky one at that. However, it will be another round on the board for Boot. The problem is the CTs have so much money. Here we go, though. Spray down already. Early kill goes the way, and Genius actually taking a tag. P-Ratch will fall as well. This is a round where they could reset the T side instead. It looks like they're going to be the ones sent down to nothing. Somehow Impression even wins that battle. STK had the complete drop on him. He was still switching guns. And now Tor, well, he's just got to save. He's got to try and hold on to what he's got. Retrieves a kit at least. An extra $400 saved. Something. High though. Wow. It doesn't get much easier than that. A flawless T round going back in for Boot. Impressive. And also gives them a hell of a lot of economy. CT side now actually don't have anything to invest. Maybe Genius can buy a Deagle or something. I'd actually quite like to see him save a lot of this extra cash so they can get an AWP back into the hands of Tor. Genius currently 24 and 12. Right up there with Benkai. Here we go though. Tor. We're going fairly aggressive here. Lots of players in A main. Now if he hears any of them, this will give a hell of a lot of information over to his team, who are all currently stacked over towards the B side. Well, except one who's in middle. However, it doesn't really make a difference. The B site has already fallen. Benkai, you got the bomb, buddy. There we go. Someone's just got... No, you got the bomb! That's that one teammate who doesn't realize he has the bomb. For me, that's my friend Rob, who will run into the A site with a PP Bison, and then you go, Rob, you had the bomb. And he'll go, wow, you shouldn't have given me the bomb. That's the normal excuse, but I'm sure that's what Benkai is saying right now. Like, well, don't give me the bomb then. My job is to headshot. Wait, T-side again, looking to make this as clean as humanly possible. Hope you'll see the MP5 on the major. I don't. Because in all honesty, if there is anything particularly broken about that gun, I do not want it to be discovered at the major, and I don't think Faceit would either. I don't think Valve would either. So I think they'll probably add it into like competitive play maybe a little bit later. Or Faceit will just not allow it. Like, they don't allow the Zeus, so I don't know why they'd allow a brand new gun that hasn't properly been tested. Like, it's been tested in like DM and unofficial servers, but I don't want to see it at the major. After that, sure. Impressions, once again, is going to be kicking things off. Should be a trade for Boba, who does have himself the nade and then just force his opponent out. There's still a man on the site. Okay, fair enough. Tor comfortably able to get the kill. And we'll be back into a 3v3. We are going to see the T side look to actually rotate around here. Gamble another player in. Tommy looking for the peak. Or has already been spotted. They should know there's a couple of players here. The third actually already rotating back around. Tor going to take a lot of damage, and Splash will be able to put him down. This flank is going to be vital though. It just depends on the timing, and I think Pirach may have slightly missed it a few seconds before, and there's not going to be anybody facing this way. Now there is Splash ready and waiting, and well, as said, it came down to timing, and unfortunately it wasn't there for him. TBBK. Will be Tommy. Close things out. Have you ever had a Kappa Pride moment with Launders? I feel like all moments with Launders are Kappa Pride. I've casted with Launders on one of the earlier StarSeries, and that was a lot of fun. I remember him, so we had to do a plug for the Score esports app, and he said, like, after we'd just been talking about, like, plugging it, he went, so Tom, have you got the Score esports app? And I went, no. And he went, afterwards he turned to me and went, you realise you could have just lied? And I went, yeah, but why would I do that? Didn't get in any trouble, so I think we're okay. I think we're okay. CT side, going to try and take some aggression in towards A main. They've already lost one man. It will be Tor. 13 and 9, things are looking a little bit bleak now, especially when you look at the money that's currently sat on Tommy. Close position though. These are going to go dropping into middle. Now Splash is currently watching for Squeaky, maybe expecting a push from Pirach, who seems to live there. But he's migrated his home. Currently in A main. He's currently inspecting the walls. While the T side in the meantime have complete control of middle. And it gives them the decisive nature of which site they want to go to. Already though. Oh, we will see the return to Squeaky, and unfortunately it doesn't work out for the CT side. The bomb is going to be able to split in through. Sure, maybe an AK could go into the hands of Pirach, which, hey, that's not bad. That's something to bring into the next round with. STK still with a chance to steal something. Maybe can defend his teammate from the hunting T's. But at the same time, Boot have been so successful over the last few rounds. They don't really need to hunt these remaining weapons. Benkai, he's the hunter. He wants to pad those stats a little bit further. And he is already going to spot out his opponent. Knows exactly where Pirach is. In the meantime, they are going to be hunting onto STK as well. And can P-Ratch hold on to his gun? I think he may do. Unless Splash can finish him off with the dig. Oh, that was seconds away. Seconds away from death, but 14-9. TT side, they've got the max loss bonus, so it won't be the end completely if they lose this round, but it will be a pretty horrific force buy unless they end up saving. So pretty much all or nothing. Already, Tommy almost catches one. Instead, he gets two with the spray down. Nice control, and the B side is completely under the control of this T side. Rotation will be in. CBK has a chance to do the same. He'll get two of his own and give at least a chance for P-Ratch, who's on a long rotation back. 2 versus 1. Has to break the vents, make a lot of sound. They know exactly where he is. Now he's going to continue his push through the smoke, but Splash will end his life. Seems like Splash is there every single time. (15-9). This is, of course, the second map. If Boot win this, they are through to the next round and beyond, descent into the lower bracket. And as I said, the buy is a little bit dicey. Benkai, though, already taken a hell of a lot of damage early on. And P-Ratch with an AWP, not something I've said too much, will be able to get the opener. Not a bad start. Maybe the T-side trying to end this one just a little bit too quickly, and you can't really blame them. They've won 6 rounds in a row based off a lot of aggression. The last round was just pure damage done. The man who's achieved a lot of it, Tommy, is dead and buried. Ooh, nice shot to hit the thing. Oversaw will at least be able to trade one back, but these players are so low. The SMGs are becoming more and more deadly by the second. Well, I suppose any weapon is. Splash will be able to catch the aggression here. High tagged within inches of his life. P-Ratch is going to be a kind executioner and put him down. But look at Splash go! He's dancing! The B-Hot King in the server, but it doesn't help him with death. Bulbasaur as well, very low on HP. Should be the death of P-Ratch, but never mind. He's going to find that kill as well. It's left all onto impression. Gets himself a first. Looks for the other two, but can't quite finish it. 15-10. Hi, this is Anderson Cooper with CNN. Can you confirm whether or not Usilo is a lobster? Trom, really? Trom? He is a lobster, though. And a monster, too. Bob, the CT buy, slightly improved. Tor's going to come pushing, and Tommy will be waiting. Second round in a row now, the Tor's been caught trying to go aggressive. Ready? Tags either side. CBK will be able to find one back as the push looks to come in. Benkai hoping to end the life of one, and he will do just that and leave the A site fairly open here. Impression pushing in from middle will end the life of another and leave it onto the MP9ers. One kill will come in, but STK left on just 2 HP. This is going to be very difficult. At least retrieves an AK. I wonder if he wants to give that over to a teammate, but never mind. He's found an M4 of his own. Boosted up. We're going to see a couple of nades thrown in. Has the chance. Actually burns one down. Leaves it just on to one man left. Tedious. Left to do it all alone, and Benkai, the man, the myth. I'm not going to steal his line. But it is 28-12 for him. An absolute superb performance. Either way, we'll be back after the break, where we will be heading into our next match of MVP versus Flash. Oh.
Place your bets at gg.bet. Most popular esports titles, deposit with convenient payment options, cool mini games, and 24/7 support for players. Sign up now for the best esports bets at gg.bet.